Well, welcome everyone. Tanisha Harris here. Give you a little bit of my background. I am a mother of a 20-year-old who is in his junior year of college at HBCU. Super proud of him. I am a coach and consultant with New Vision 360. I'm the founder of that. And this is helping individuals bring AI incorporated with what they're already doing without losing themselves, the ethical practices, the habits that they need, as well as the founder of a nonprofit, All That I Am, which works with our young Black girls in the community through STEAM initiatives, retreats, and um, workforce leadership and innovation. So we're going to go ahead and get started for the sake of time. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Just let me know once you all are able to see it. Are you able to see it now?
Yes, we can see it.
Awesome. All right. So we are discussing today before the prompt, you are the strategy. And this is a human-centered framework for leading with AI intentionally. We want to be intentional about everything that we're doing. So I just want that to sit with you for a moment. We think about prompting AI, using AI, and what we need to pour into AI. But before that, we have to remember before we start using AI that we are the strategy. And what we put into AI is what we get out. So we want to be intentional. Let's see. So I want you to imagine this. You open your laptop on Monday morning. Everyone around you is using AI. Your inbox is flooded. Your to do list is longer than ever. You have a lot going on. And somewhere between the hype and the hustle, you are asking yourself the question, am I leading AI or is AI leading me? And this is the question of why we're here today. So I want you to sit for a moment with that. And you can answer in the chat, is AI leading you or are you leading AI? If you are leading AI, put a one in the chat. And if you feel like AI is leading you, put a two in the chat. And you know what? I can't see the chat. Jericho may have to take a look at that. Okay, Tio said one. Okay, you are leading AI. Anyone else? How are you feeling about it? And I will say, I am leading AI. And also, I want to state that this is an interactive conversation, so I don't want to do all the talking. We will engage if you are able to. Um, so AI is not leading me, but I had to figure out what I wanted to get out of AI. And so, with that question that we just answered, we want to look at the reality of what's actually happening. Are you feeling overwhelmed when you are using AI? That's too much noise, too many tools, not enough clarity on where to start. And when I first started using AI, that was exactly how I felt. I was pushed into it because it said in order to, stay relevant, you need to jump into AI. And I was pushed into it and I did not know what I was doing. So I felt overwhelmed. It was a lot happening. So I had to figure out what is my place and actually define what was AI to me. Do you feel directionless? So you're experimenting without strategy, excuse me. You're busy, but not moving forward. So it's like running in place. And then you have a fear of losing yourself. You're afraid that AI will erase your voice, your culture, and the people that are around you. And then you're not getting results when you're putting something into AI, whether you're using ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude, Lovable, whichever is out there, you don't feel like you're receiving the results that you would like. So it's moving fast without values as the compass speed or without purpose. Have any of you felt like this when you first started using, like tapping into it, maybe with ChatGPT? Did you feel overwhelmed? Did you feel like you were going to lose yourself? So, like AI was going to somehow tap into all that you are and take over. Where one, you wouldn't be relevant, but the other part is that you would somehow lose you and everything that you're putting in, it would be taken. Has anyone felt like that? Feel free to take yourselves off of mute and have that conversation with me, or you can put it in the chat if you're not able to. What I would like you to do is name a point, whether it was overwhelmed, directionalist, or fear of losing self, no results. Um, just state which one, if you can. And I do want you to know that these are not character flaws. These are systematic gaps that we are filling.
I would definitely, Tanisha, say overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And a lot of that being just a lot of that being the, as we all know, so much just coming at us at once.
Yeah.
I've had them all from Kajabi to ClickFunnels to StreamYard to Zoom, all the different things out there that just, especially if you're paying. If you're paying a fee for those things, AI, Chat GPT, regular Chat GPT, and it's you start learning like, man, there's so many different ones coming at you, and you sign up for one, and then realize there's another one that got a different type of feature that you need more to move forward, and it can get kind of crazy, and the little slippery ones that may be only like 4.99 or 9.99. You keep looking up Tanisha and seeing that bad boy hit, on your
Right.
bank account or whatever, or a notification on your phone, and you like, man, I don't even use this crap no more, but they just got $10 out of me. So
Right.
um, the overwhelmed aspect of it is definitely something that has taken me a little bit of time to use specific days as long as needed to really say, hey man, take today, more than less, get off the social media and
Mhm.
get into the real work, when nobody else is around and we on the computer trying to figure out the backdrops and all that. So definitely overwhelmed.
I feel that wholeheartedly because when I was introduced, like you said, like the cost of it. So it's like you need this when you have the free version and you're thinking that you're working smart. And then someone says, no, in order for you to get what you really need, you need the paid one. And so you do the paid one, and then you find out, oh, there's another AI that just came out and it'll do even more. And you're like, okay, which one? And by the time you're looking at it, you're like, well, I just spent $100. It's $100 a month at some point because they go up to $20 each platform, depending on which one. It's $20, or you're paying for like the points in order to build out it. So it's a lot, not knowing which one. I think of my son when he was in high school and Chat GPT came out and someone introduced it to me, this specific one, this specific chat. And so I said to him, hey, you probably, here, use this. It could probably help you. And he was like, no, it was overwhelming for him. But then also he was like, the integrity of it, which caused him to be overwhelmed, was the school doesn't allow it. So I can't use it to help me. I can't ask it any questions. And so in that space as well, it's like the integrity. What am I actually putting into it? And if you think about it, it's your words. But if you don't know, you could feel like it can become overwhelming, but it can also feel like you're doing something wrong. So I feel that. Thank you for sharing. What we're going to get into are the core pillars, or my framework, core framework of the four pillars that are going to help solve a problem. So here's a shift that nobody is talking about. AI doesn't have a strategy problem. We do. And it's nothing wrong with it. We can build a strategy that's going to help us move forward. So what we want to do is interrupt the pattern. So what I would like us to do is just state like we have the problem. The pattern interrupt that I want us to say slowly is you do, and do it with the smile because we are going to break down how to create strategies to help us move forward in this age of AI and digital intelligence. I want us to bring the intention, the values, and the vision so that we position ourselves to grow and to elevate. And so this is also like the mindset shift of separating to elevate. So we're going to have to separate from the old ways of thinking and being, the old paradigms and ideologies and methodologies that no longer serve us or never did, that we felt we were stuck to. So we're going to be looking at core, which means clarity, ownership, roots, and evolution. This is a four pillar system for leading with AI intentionally. And this is without losing your values, your voice, or your people. Again, it's clarity, ownership, roots, and evolution. This is the clarity, the C. This is where we begin with our why before we do anything else. We start with why. I don't know if you all have heard of the book Starting with Why by Simon Sinek, but this is where I gained the clarity piece. The why is the most important. Why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we using AI? Why do we use ChatGPT? What is it that we are solving? But our why should be the strongest piece. If we don't know why we're doing something, we probably need to stop. And this is going to be before our who, our what, our when, and our how. Most of the time, we start with who our audience is, who we're serving, what it is, when we want to release it or when we want to do it, and then how. But we miss the why. And so, in all of these, if we start with the other ones first, we usually will stop and miss it because we don't know our purpose. So, why are we doing what we're doing? Our why is our foundation, and everything else is built on top of that. And when our why is clear, it's not going to replace us, it's going to serve us. So, I spent about 25 years watching leaders struggle. And it wasn't because of the lack of intelligence, y'all. It was because of the lack of systems. So now I've built one to help us. It's to help us become better. It is to help us grow into our greatness because there's greatness inside of all of us. We're destined for it. But we're going to start with our why first. So we're going to go, we talked about the clarity. We're going to talk about ownership now. You are the strategy, AI is the system. Without ownership, AI is going to write our strategy. It doesn't mean it's our voice. So AI is going to shape the voice. AI is going to tell us everything that we need and we don't have say. AI is going to make decisions for us. This is what most people fear. And then we become the passenger. We're riding in the passenger seat or in the back seat. We have no control. How many of us have let AI write something for us and then we posted it or shared it in an email or on a LinkedIn or Instagram or social media and we didn't read it? So we just used it and we were like, we're just gonna go with whatever AI says. Has there been any of us? Feel free to take yourself off of mute or put it in the chat. Because I know when I first began, I did. Because I didn't know what I was doing. It was at work. And we had our own AI that was created internally for the job. When that happened and not reading, it's wrong. It's not your voice, it's robotic. But I want you to know that we have the power to change that and gain ownership because our voices are brand. Our thinking is our IP. So our ownership looks like AI is going to execute our vision. It's going to amplify our voice. AI frees our time to think, and then we remain the driver. We're in control. We feed it what we need it to do. We don't allow it to tell us. So we're going to stop outsourcing our thinking and relying strictly on AI, our chats, our chat GPTs, our Claudes, our perplexities, and we're going to own our direction. And then we're going to direct AI to serve it. Does that sound good to y'all? Y'all ready?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So next, we're going to move into the roots. It's the R. We're going to stay human while we scale. This one should be very personal to you, the roots, because this is allowing you to show up. Your culture, your people, the purpose, which are not obstacles to the AI adoption. This is the architect. And the biggest mistake that organizations and individuals make is building AI systems around efficiency and forgetting the humans that we were built to serve or we were called to serve. What I want you to do when you're thinking about this is tie this to the work that you are doing. I could tie it to New Vision 360, and I can also tie it to all that I am. Roots are not slow, and they're what keep us standing when the wind picks up. I'll say that again. I want you to tie the roots to your business, to whatever it is that you're doing. And remember that roots are not slow. They're what keep you standing when the wind picks up. So what we want to look at is values first. Every AI decision should pass through your core values. What are your values? We know that when we are creating our businesses, we have to create a business plan. Sometimes we just start and we don't have the business plan. But as we grow, we recognize that we want funding. We need to go in front of investors. We're pitching our idea, and they're going to ask us about our business plan. And a part of that business plan are our core values. So we want to make sure that when we're using AI, that we have our core values. This is rooted in us. And if it doesn't align, then we don't deploy it. If it is not in alignment, we have to remove it and we need to start again. The roots are people centered. Your team, your clients, and community should experience more humanity as we scale, not less. We should be pushing forward. It's not about what we say, it's how people feel when they walk away from us, when they leave the experience. So they should feel better. They should feel the human piece of it. And it's not always about us. So we need to remember that. And then it should be purpose anchored. When technology moves fast, your mission keeps you grounded. Let it lead with every implementation. The mission. Why? Once again, why are we here? Why are we doing what we are doing? I want us to think about that. Next, we're looking at the E, the last pillar of the core framework. We're moving from experimenting to executing. From experimenting to executing. So evolution is not about chasing every new tool. We talked about that because we can become overwhelmed. It's like, here's something new, get this one, here's another one, here's another one. Maybe if we focus on learning and understanding the one or maybe the two of what we have available, we can continue to build the right system. So when it's time to pick up another tool, we have the foundation. So it's about building intentional systems that create a real return on our investment. This is for our work, for our teams, and the people that we serve. We're going to stop dabbling and we're going to start designing. So number one, what we need to do with evolution is audit. Know what you have and what you need. So T.O. spoke earlier and shared that it was overwhelming because it's like you have this AI and you're paying this amount, but here's another one. Do we need all of the ones that we are using? Or can we narrow it down and scale it back to maybe one or two, or maybe it's three? What do we need? And then number two is align. We're going to match our tools with our values and our goals. Align them. If they're not in alignment, let it go. Don't hold on to anything that doesn't serve you. The same way that we release and let go of people, places, and things is the same way we need to look at this for the AI. Match what is for us. Number three is automate. We need to build systems that run without burning us out. Automate. This is going to help us move forward, but then it frees up our time. We all want time freedom. Well, I know I do. Who else wants time freedom? To be able to do and be who you want and what you want. And number four is to amplify. We're going to scale for impact, and it's going to be human centered. There's just some things that AI cannot do. You could have AI, you could have a robot come out and mow a lawn for your clients. But what people really want is that human interaction. So yes, the lawnmower could get more done and get it done faster and be more efficient. But that individual on the other side who's in that home who has hired you to mow their lawn, they want to have a conversation with you about their experience when they walk outside and see their lawn manicured. So we want to make sure that we stay human centered in everything that we're building and creating. We want to make it actionable. So every day, every 90 days, what I would like us to do is to ask ourselves what's working and what needs to change. So whatever's working, we want to hold on to. That's our foundation. But what needs to change? What needs to improve? And I look at this core framework from a personal and professional level. Every 90 days, asking ourselves what's working. What are we doing well personally? And then flip it to professionally. If we're using AI in both ways, let's check ourselves. And then what can we automate? We do not need to work harder, y'all. We need to work smarter. I come from the South, raised in the South, and it was pressed upon me to work hard, work hard, work hard, because then you'll get everything that you need. But I was not taught to work smarter. So I want you to think about this. I want to give you um, time to do introspection. And I know we only have a few seconds left. So I do want to say thank you for the time. I wasn't able to get through all the things, but the core framework is clarity, ownership, roots, and evolution. I will probably post in the main chat um, a one pager for you. And I do want to say thank you so much for your time and hope to see you back again. I wish I had time for questions.
Thank you, Tanisha.
Thank you.